Hey guys, welcome back to Just Cook with Dustin, where I'm going to be showing you how I make Japanese curry at home. We're going to start with 6 small potatoes cut into bite-sized pieces. Alright, once we're done dicing up those potatoes, I'm going to use a mandolin to take 2 large carrots and cut those into matchsticks. You don't need a mandolin, but this is a really handy tool to have in the kitchen. When we're done with the carrots, we're going to move on to our pork tenderloin. We're also going to cut this into bite-sized cubes roughly the same size as the potatoes. In place of the pork tenderloin, you can also use ground beef, ground pork, or ground chicken. Really, any protein is great in this Japanese curry. After we're done dicing up the pork tenderloin, we're going to add that into a skillet with 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. We're going to saute this until it's fully cooked. In Japan, Japanese curry is a staple food item. It's not uncommon to have this at least once a week. Many times while I was in Japan, we would prepare this for large groups and gatherings because you can make a large batch of this really easy. At the kindergarten I worked at teaching English, we had about 70 students and 15 adults that we'd make this for to feed for lunch. And at Young Life Club, we would have between 20 and 40 students that we would make this to feed everybody. It's an easy recipe to scale up for large groups and gatherings. After the pork is fully cooked, we're going to add the potatoes, carrots, 1/2 to 3/4 cup water, and 1 can of unsweetened coconut milk. This is what makes my Japanese curry a little different. Instead of just water or stock, I love adding coconut milk because of the richness and the flavor that this adds to the curry. My favorite curry brew to use is S&B's Golden Curry. This has 5 cubes inside of it that I will dice up into smaller pieces. This allows for it to melt into the sauce much easier. I will add 1/5 or 1 cube's worth of this curry to the coconut milk and water so that the carrots, potatoes, and pork can absorb all that curry flavor while they cook. You don't want to add this in too early or it will take a long time for your carrots and potatoes to cook in a thick sauce. If you add all the curry roux in at once, it can also burn to the bottom, so you want to make sure that your potatoes and carrots have the time they need to fully cook in the coconut milk and water. This is the time where we will turn the heat up to a medium-high heat and allow this to come up to a boil, and then let it cook until the potatoes and carrots are tender. Once your potatoes and carrots are fully cooked, we'll add in the remaining curry cubes. We will turn the heat down to low and let the curry melt into the sauce. If you find that your sauce is getting too thick, you can add a little more water, just a little bit at a time until it gets to the thickness that you desire. I could see here that my curry was a little too thick, so I added water just a couple tablespoons at a time until it got to the final consistency that I wanted. In Japan, they will commonly use a cheese grater to grate an apple into the sauce to add sweetness, but I like to use a raw, local honey. After taking a small taste, I determined mine needed just a little bit more water. If you guys haven't yet, now is a great time to hit that subscribe button. Also with this curry, it's common to be served with fukujinzuke. This is a pickled daikon radish with shiso. It's a great flavor that is perfectly paired with this curry. For my kids, I use a bento box airplane mold, and I mold their rice into the shape of an airplane. It makes it fun and exciting for them to eat, and they love this curry. It's not spicy, it's on the sweet side with lots of flavor. I love to eat mine with a little bit of sriracha. You can have this with so many different things, but just curry and rice is so delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this recipe, I hope you'd give it a big thumbs up and that you would consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys will give this a try, and I will see you again real soon. That is so good. Now get in your kitchen and just cook.